Hi, everybody. Well, if you're watching these in sequence, we've made it through another week. Happy Friday. I was looking at things that I wanted to share with you today, and the one that really leapt out at me came from the Assisi Institute. Feel free to go there and subscribe yourself. It can appear in your inbox every day. But it says this: our ancestors often understood the heavens as the star-filled night sky. They knew that heaven is light and light is heaven. The celestial light can never be extinguished, and it never even flickers. It is ever steady, ever radiant, and ever shining. This light sustains us in periods of external darkness, guides us when our institutions fail us, and empowers us to look to the future with expectant hope. The good news, according to Jesus and the world's mystics, is that heaven's light is within all of us. Our job is to be disciplined in our attention, to keep the eye of the soul focused on that heavenly light that perpetually shines within us, regardless of what is happening in the world. Then it goes on to quote the Bhagavad Gita, which says, "Just as a lamp in a windless place does not flicker, so the disciplined mind of a yogi remains steady in meditation on the self." The grand paradox is this: to the degree that we maintain conscious contact with our inner light, we are then able to radiate that light to the world and to help others become enlightened. In this spirit, Jesus tells us, "Let your light so shine before men and women that they may see your good works and glorify God which is in heaven." Maddie's welcoming someone, I guess, in the front yard. That really spoke to me today because it not only reaffirms the idea that heaven is within, the light is within, and that we have to consciously, intentionally focus on that, but the fact that when we do, then we become a conduit for the light to the world, which I think is part of what it means to be an ambassador of Christ or part of the body of Christ, or I don't know. I love the image of the lighthouse. We are the ones shining the light out when everything works inside us. If you move a lighthouse light, which is reflected off mirrors and other lenses, if you move anything the slightest out of line, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And I heard a story the other day. One of my colleagues, has for many summers in a row been the pastor at a seasonal church on one of the islands off the coast of the Jersey Shore. And this one year he was there, and in the middle of the night he gets a phone call from the U.S. Coast Guard who says, "The light on your cross is out." And he says, "What?" He says, "The cross on the steeple, the light is out. How soon can you fix it?" And my colleague said, "Well, probably in the morning." "Why?" And he says, the officer said, "Because that light is the beacon that people look for when they're coming into the channel. It's the only light to guide them." And I thought, how cool is that it's a cross that was doing that, right? But metaphorically, whether it's the cross, if you're Christian, or something else that is a reminder of your faith tradition, that becomes the focal point. That becomes the beacon. That becomes the mile marker, the point that you look at, so that everything, you can put things in proper perspective. It becomes a touchstone, or I don't even know the word for it. When you're traveling along and you see something that lets you know where you are. I think that's what happens inside of us. And when we are perfectly aligned like that lighthouse, or when the light is turned on, like at that cross, excuse me, we become this beacon, this conduit, this reference point for other people so that they can see who they are and where they're going and how to get there and how to get there safely. So I invite us all to hold that image for today, that image of the celestial lights being inside of us. The fact that when we intentionally choose to focus on that, we align all of the lenses and the filters and the mirrors and things that need to be there so that it can go like whoosh, and the light can just go out into the world for others to also benefit. That's my message for today. Thank you for joining me today and every day that you come for this prayerful pause with the pastor, a few moments to think of something greater than ourselves. In this case, how we can be the light in the world. We don't make the light, but we tap into it. All right, everybody. I hope you have a good weekend if you're watching this on a Friday or over the weekend. Whenever you are watching, God bless. Take care. Be safe. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York.